Okay, let's start. Our rule today is the modals. Do you know the modals?
لا.
The modals like will, may, could, and might. Will, may, could, and might. And the negative form of will, won't. Okay? We use them in the sentence. We use a subject plus will, may, could, or might, then the infinitive. Okay? We start with the subject and will, or may, or could, or might, then the infinitive. We use them to talk about possibility in the future. We use may, might, or could. May, might, or could to talk about possibility in the future. And we use may also, for example, we may go to school tomorrow. We may go to school tomorrow. If you want to make it negative, you say, we may not go to school tomorrow. We use will to make prediction. To make prediction in the future.
من 12 ل 11 لو
Use will.
النهارده الثلاث. يا ابنك.
Okay, Mr. Tariq, stop talking, please. For example, Muhammad with me. Okay.
انا قلت داخل ايه ده دلوقتي.
Okay, hello, Yusuf.
I missed.
Okay, Yusuf, today we talk about the modals, the modal verb. Okay.
Okay.
The modals are will, may, could, and might.
Could, might, will, won't.
Okay, we use them. We start with the subject, then the modal verb, then the infinitive. Okay, we use may, might, and could to talk about possibility in the future. For example, we may go to school tomorrow. It's possible to go to school tomorrow. So we say we may go to school tomorrow. Or we may not go to school tomorrow. Then we use will to make prediction in the future. We use will. I think it will rain tomorrow. I think it will rain tomorrow. I predict that. I predict it will rain tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Now, with the first conditional if. The first conditional if, we use if plus present simple. Then we use subject, will, may, might, or could, plus the infinitive. So, the sentence after if is present simple. Present simple. Then we use subject, will, may, might, could, plus the infinitive in the other sentence. Okay? If you write a blog, you might be famous. If you write a blog, you might be famous. Okay, now I want you to open your box. Can you bring your box?
أنهي واحد؟
M high, student book, M high.
مش كام.
Okay, open your box on page 43.
افتح.
Okay, I want you to want someone of you to read this passage. Read the text and Salim, this box, find an example.
مين هيقرا؟
Any one of you, you can read.
If you try to predict the future of technology, you will probably get it horribly wrong, like the prediction made by T.G. Watson, the head of IBM, in 1943. I think there may be a world market for 5 computers in total. Soon, in rich countries, there will be more computers than people. However, Casio, the president of Casio, is particularly good at predicting the future. I can tell immediately which gadget will sell well and which gadget won't. So what will be the best-selling gadget 10 years from now? Surprisingly, Casio believes that watches may be the future. Watches which with a different function. For example, they could be mobile phone, MP3 player, and computer as well. It will be the ultimate mobile gadget that you can't drop. Judging by his success in the past, he may be right.
Super excellent. Now I want you to find an example of may, might, could, and will. Who can find an example of them in this message? May, might, could, and will.
You will probably
Super
get
excellent.
it.
You will probably get it horribly wrong. Okay. Another example.
Which gadget will sell?
Okay.
There will be more.
Okay. Another example.
هو انا ينفع اجيب كود يعني ممكن اجيب كام بدل كود؟
Okay, but we want an example of code.
They could be mobile phone.
They could be mobile phones. An example of
It
may.
will be as a ultimate mobile.
Okay, and there may be a world market for 5 computers in total. They may be a world market, maybe. Okay, now let's read our rule. Here, we use want, might, could, may, will, probably, or will to talk about possibility in the future. We can use may, might, or could followed by a base form. Might and could suggest a weaker possibility. Might and could suggest a weaker possibility than may. So may is stronger than could and might, okay? He may, might, could buy a computer. He may buy a computer. This is possibility. It's possible for him to buy a computer. We use may not or might not for the negative. We do not use could not. We don't use could not in the negative, but we use may not and might not only, okay? To make predictions, we can use well, when we are not certain. When we are not certain, we use I think or probably with well. We add probably to well to make it not certain, okay? To make it not certain. But if you certain, you say it will, you say well. But if you not certain, if you are not certain, put probably after well. It will probably rain tomorrow. It will probably, so I am not certain. Now, number 2, read the learn this box. Can you find a sentence in the first conditional in the text in exercise 1? Can you find a first conditional sentence? F. Can you find F in the in the text that you read? Can you find F?
If you try to predict the future of technology.
Okay, complete. You will probably get it horribly wrong. This is called conditional F, okay? F plus present simple. If you try Try here present simple. Then the next sentence, you will probably. So we use F plus present simple, then subject with will. Here, first conditional, we often make predictions with the first conditional. If you buy a laptop, you will be able to work anywhere. We can use may, might, or could in the main clause. If you write a blog, you might be famous. So the next sentence or the second sentence, we can use subject will, or we can use might, or may, or could. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's look at the numbers in the chart and the key below. Write sentence about Vince's future using will or want, may or might, and could. Then ask your partner and complete the chart. He will learn to drive. So look at this chart. Exercise number 1 or the sentence number 1, learn to drive.
هيعمل ايه بلعبة to drive يعني هنعمل ايه؟
You will make a sentence using will or may or might or could. Okay. Number 1.
if I learn to drive, I could drive a car.
No, we won't use if. We will use one sentence using will, might, or could. Okay. Well,
I will learn to drive.
no, here he said number 1, yes. Number 2, possibility. Number 3, weaker possibility. Number 4, no.
أيوة ما يس يبقى I will learn to drive.
Okay, يبقى number 1, learn to drive because it yes. طب number 2, possibility. We want to use possibility with get married. Possibility means we will use may. Use may in number 2. I will say okay, Muhammad.
I will maybe get married.
No, he. We will talk about him, about Venice.
He may
get married. He may get married. Okay, super excellent. He may get married. Okay, number 3, we want to use possibility, may. Number 3, he. Yusuf?
Number 3, weaker possibility.
No, I have children. You may have children.
He may.
May.
He may have children. Okay. Number 4, no. So we will
He not to go.
He won't. We will use want. W-O-N''T. He won't.
أقول أنا?
Oh, yes. Okay.
We want to go if we don't have 4 or more children.
He won't have 4 or more children. He won't. Okay. Number 5, move abroad. He says 3, possibility. Number 5, use the possibility. May. He may.
He may move abroad.
Super excellent. Number 6, number 1, yes. Use will. Number 6, use will.
I will. He will save it.
He will save it. Super excellent. Okay, now question number 3. Here we will use those verbs to complete the first conditional. Okay, if the verb become, change, destroy, find, have, hit, live, program, not reduce, use. Number 1, he answered it. If we don't reduce carbon emission, the world's climate will change. Number 2, if petrol space very expensive, people space their cars less. Who can complete this?
or become expensive. People not every course.
If
Okay,
petrol
if
becomes
petrol
very expensive,
become or becomes
Becomes
because petrol is singular. So if petrol becomes very expensive, people what?
have
destroys.
لا هيستر
Destroys.
No.
use
Use.
use
People. We can use will or may or could. People will use or may
Use.
use.
people will
Use their cars less. Super excellent. So if petrol becomes very expensive, people will use their cars less. Number 3, if we space robots to do a lot of menial jobs, everybody space more time for hobbies and relaxation.
طب مش ينفع نستخدم يوز تاني؟
No.
طب لحظة.
If we robots, if we program.
program
Program. If we program robots
to do a lot of mental jobs every day, more time for hobbies. Find more time for hobbies.
Find, but we will use a model. We will use will, may.
Will find more time for hobbies and relaxation.
Super excellent. Everybody will find more time. Number 4, if scientists space cures for all major disease, people space much longer.
Have cures.
Have cures or find cures?
Find
Find.
cures.
Find.
People
If scientists find
where
cures,
people live much longer.
people live or will live?
will live.
Will live. So in the second sentence, we use will plus the subject. In the first sentence, we use the present simple. Okay. Number 5. Number 5. Okay.
If a huge memorized
It's right.
hit the hairs.
Hit or hits?
Hits.
Hits. Okay.
ما قلت
قلت hit.
almost. It will destroy everything.
It will destroy everything. Super excellent. Now, let's
مستر هو انتوا بتعملوا ايه ريكوردنج للزوم؟
to put it on audio file.
انا نفسي اعرف بقى فين اوديفاين.
Okay, you can call the school and they will give you your username and password. Okay.
طب مين بيدخل؟
ايوه ما انا معايا اليوزر نيم والباسورد وكل حاجه بس مش شغال.
لا you have a link. في عندك رابط مكتوب او عنوان.
عندي مستر محمد اداهولي.
اوكي دخل البريد الالكتروني ده في السيرش انجن او في الجوجل، هيفتح لك ويب سايت. بعد ما يفتح الويب سايت هتكتب.
لحظه يعني انتوا بتنزلوها؟
كل الفيديوز بتنزل في الاوديو فايل.
لهوي.
Okay, now let's move to another rule. Okay, future perfect. Future perfect. Can you see the screen? شايفين الشاشة؟ Future perfect. Okay. We use the future perfect to talk about completed actions in the future. This time next week, I will have finished my studies. I will have finished. So the action will be completed in the future. Okay. We form the future perfect using subject will have plus the past participle. Subject will have plus the past participle. So we call it future perfect. Future perfect. We have another rule, future continuous. Future continuous. We use future continuous to talk about actions in progress in the future. Actions in progress that will continue in the future. This time next week, I will be doing my exam. This time next week, I will be doing my exam. I will be still doing my exams. So we use subject will be plus the infinitive plus ing, verb plus ing, will be plus the verb plus ing. We call it future continuous. So we have future perfect and future continuous. The future perfect subject will have plus the past participle. That we use future perfect to talk about completed actions in the future. This time next week, I will have finished my studies. But the future continuous subject will be plus the verb plus ing. We use future continuous to talk about actions in progress in the future. This time next week, I will be doing my exam. The keywords of the future, next, tomorrow, and in the future. Now I want you to open your box on page 45. Page 45.
تحتها.
Okay. Who will read the tickets?
صفحة كام؟
45.
45.
فين التكست ده اللي هو بتاع الهوتيل ده؟
In 20 years time, adventures holiday makers will have run out of exciting things to do on earth. Who will read?
أي حد.
أنا
Who read the last text?
أنا
الولد يوسف.
Okay. يوسف اللي قرا اللي فات.
أيوة.
يبقى محمد يلا دلوقتي.
أقرا من بداية they will have been.
لا من أول in 20 years time.
In 20 years time, adventure holiday makers will have run out of exciting things to do on Earth. They will have been everything and tried everything. They will be looking for a new adventure. That's why the Mexico. فين مكسيكو هوتيل؟ ده اسم ده ولا صفة؟
Mexico Hotel chain is planning to build
a hotel on the moon. ما شاء الله. Hotel and space have excited for years in science since
science fiction stories.
هي دي science والله ما شايف حاجة. Fiction stories but Mexico's plan are not fiction. They are real. By the end of this year, the company will have finished its decision.
design بتاع الهوتل design.
design ماشي. For the lunar place.
بلس.
So والله أنا مش شايف حاجة والله العظيم.
مش معاك كتابك؟
هو مفتوح. طب ثواني أفتح من الكتاب. صفحة كام؟
45.
احنا وصلنا design for the runners place. Hotel soon after.
بلس.
ماشي بلس. Hotel soon after that they will be starting the building work.
Super excellent. Okay. Read the learn this box. Find examples of the future perfect and future continuous in the text in exercise 1. Then complete the rules. Okay. Now we want to find examples of the future. Sentence number 1, adventurous holiday makers will have run out of exciting things. Will have run out. This is future perfect. Future perfect will have run. Will have plus the past participle, run out. Who can find another example of the future? They will be looking for. They will be looking for. This is future continuous. Future continuous will be plus the verb plus ing. Will be looking. Okay, so we have a future perfect and the future continuous. Now let's complete this rule. Future perfect and the future continuous. We form the future perfect with will have plus the past participle. This time next week I will have done my exams. I will have done means I will have finished them. I will have finished them. I will have done my exams. Okay.
Okay.
We form the future continuous. We form the future continuous with will be plus the ing, verb plus ing. Will be verb plus ing. This time next week I will be doing my exams. I will be doing. Okay, so I will in progress. I will be doing my exams. So number 3, we use the future space to talk about a completed actions in the future. We use the future what? Perfect or continuous?
Perfect. No continuous.
La perfect. It's completed actions.
Oh.
Completed. So we use future perfect. Number 4, we use the future space to talk about an action in progress. Muhammad.
Yeah, Mr.
Number 4, we use the future what to talk about an action in progress.
وانا ينفع اسال سؤال؟
Okay.
احنا فين؟
Here. Number 4 here.
Here. ماشي.
Okay.
رقم كام؟
Number 4, we use the future space to talk about an action in progress. We use the future what? Future perfect or future continuous?
future perfect.
No, future continuous. We use the future continuous to talk about the action in progress. Okay? The future continuous will be plus the verb plus.
يا مستر انا عندي مش عندي دي في الكتاب. الو مفيش دي في الكتاب.
ازاي؟ page 45.
والله فتح وين؟ خلاص ليت خلاص ماشي.
Okay. Look at the Mexicans timetable for the hotel on the moon. Then complete the sentence with the future perfect or future continuous. Okay. Look at this timetable. هنا بيقول لك start to build the hotel June 2030. Start to build the hotel June or January 2030. Look for staff to work at the hotel January to July 2032. Start to advertise the hotel from August 2032. Finish building the hotel 2032. December 2032. Train staff June to July 2033. Welcome first guests for 1 month holiday, August 2033. Okay, this is the timetable. Now let's answer or let's complete this those sentence. Number one. محلولة. In July 23, Maxicom will be building the hotel. Okay. Number two. In March 2033, they space build the hotel.
They
train stuff.
made built.
No, they will have built. Will have built. Because they will finish building the hotel December 2032. Okay, so in March 2033 they will have built. It's future perfect.
هو مش الجدول اللي تحت ده متعلق بالسؤال ده.
الجدول اللي تحت متعلق بالسؤال.
2033 ده ترين ستاف.
بص معايا هم لا بص كده معايا، هو بيتكلم الجمله فيها build the hotel، يعني هيبني الفندق. تمام، build the hotel. في الجدول كان بيقول لك ان هو finish building، يعني انهى البناء ديسمبر 2032. يبقى في مارش 2033 هيكون خلص البناء، يعني هيبقى future perfect، يعني مستقبل تام، يعني الحدث تم في المستقبل. فلما يكون الحدث تم وخلص في المستقبل بنستخدم will have والتصريف الثالث. will have built، يبقى في 2033 they will have built the hotel. اوكي؟
طب لو لسه شغال،
لو لسه شغال هنبقى نستخدم المستقبل المستمر will be building. will be building. فهم في جولاي 2030 كانوا لسه شغالين، فهيبقى will be building في الجملة الأولى. في الجملة الثانية they will have built، هيكونوا بنوا وخلصوا. تمام كده فهمت؟
ماشي.
Number 3 in June 20
will be looking.
بص هنا look for stuff في الجدول، هنا look for stuff من جانيوري لجولاي، يعني من شهر 1 لشهر 7 2032 هيكونوا لسه بيدوروا. طب هنا في الجمله بيقول لك
will be looking.
اوكي in June اللي هو قبل جولاي they will be looking، هيكونوا لسه بيدوروا، يبقى they will be looking. انا عايزك تكتب الكلام ده
اللي بعديها برضه will be train.
اكتب في الكتاب عندك. يبقى
هو مستر يعني ترين ذا ستاف.
ترين يعني بيدرب الستاف، يعني الجروب اللي عنده اللي هيشغله. ترين ذا ستاف. ستاف يعني الجروب اللي هيشتغل في الفندق، وترين يعني يدرب. in June 2033 they space
will be training.
هنا will be training، هيكونوا لسه بيدربوا. they will be training. okay. Number 5 from August 2032 they space advertise the hotel. How must start to advertise from August 2032. August 2032 هيكونوا بيعلنوا advertise. But في 2033 اللي هي number 5 they will be advertising. they will be advertising لأنه August 2032 هيكونوا لسه بيعلنوا. اوكي؟
تمام.
لكن number 6 by August 2033 they not train the staff. من August 2032
will be training.
will be training. Super excellent. Number 7 in August 2033 the first guests space stay at the hotel.
will be staying.
will be staying. يبقى number 7 will be staying. Okay. Number 8 by November 2033 the first guest finish their holiday. هيكونوا خلصوا. يبقى the first guests will have finished. will have finished. هيكونوا خلصوا will have finished. So we use the present perfect when the action completed in the future. طيب number 2 complete the text about Jules' future. Use the future perfect of future or future continuous a form of the verb in the box. أنا عندي do و drive و earn و find و not get married و have و leave و not live و share. هنحط الverbs دي في الفيوتشر بيرفكت will have والتصريف الثالث. هنحطها في الفيوتشر continuous will be والفعل مضاف له ing verb plus ing. تمام؟ لو الحدث completed will have. لو الحدث لسه مستمر في المستقبل will be والفعل زائد ing. بيقول لك in 5 years time يعني خلال 5 سنين. I will have left school أنا هكون خلصت المدرسة. I space a computing course and I space a job in IT.
ايه اي تي ده؟
IT يعني حاجة تخص الكمبيوتر. زي شغل كمبيوتر او شبكات. يبقى هو هيعمل هياخد كورس كومبيوتنج كورس. في خلال 5 سنين هيكون ترك المدرسه خلص مدرسه have left and I space a computing course وبرضه هيكون خلص الكورس. use the verb have. I will have the past participle what?
لحظة.
What is the past participle of have?
had.
So I will have had. I will have had a computing course. هكون خدت كورس كمبيوتر. And I know at a job in IT.
And I will have.
I will have what? What is the verb? Find.
Find.
I will have find the past participle of find found. I will have found a job in IT. Maybe I space a lot of money in my job. The verb earn. Earn. Maybe what? Maybe I will be.
I will
be earning. I will be
earning.
plus ing. I will be earning يعني ربما أنا هكون بكسب يعني في مستمر في المستقبل. I will be earning a lot of money in my job. If I am I space an expensive car يعني لو أنا بكسب فلوس كتير if I am أنا هشتري عربية غالية. I space an expensive car.
I will
أيوة.
have. I will have.
Or I will drive.
I will drive.
I will drive an expensive car. But I want a future continuous, not will drive. I will be driving. I will be driving. I will be driving an expensive car. Okay. Number 6. I space with my parents. Perhaps I space a flat with some friends.
I will.
I will not be living. I will not
be living.
Will not be living with my parents. Perhaps I space a flat. Use the verb share. Perhaps I will be sharing.
Sharing.
I will be sharing a flat.